Good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to discuss a little bit about basic training, what it is to the trainees and where they are kind of located, about each branch, about basic training, and then I also want to just discuss about what basic training is to us as a significant other and what we go through. Hopefully some of this will help you, and let's get started. Okay, so I'm 2 weeks out from my husband's graduation date in the Navy boot camp, which is at the Great Lakes Naval Training Center. Today I just kind of want to go over how I've managed to get through the past 6 weeks that he's been gone, and just kind of show you what I do to cope. It is hard, way harder than you would think, but it gets easy. Yes, it does suck because eventually, life moves on, whether your significant other is here with you or not, and you have to find ways to cope. But for now, I just want to kind of go through some things that I do and what I have been doing to cope with that. So first off, I highly suggest that you go out to Marshall's, to Ross, to TJ Maxx, somewhere, and find yourself a notebook or a journal or something along the lines of this. Mine says notes, but it's not really for notes. It's for me to write in. I love it because it's just pretty, and I just really liked it, and that's why I got it. It's pretty thick, shows kind of how much you can write. And just write everything down from the day that he leaves until he comes back, right, even when he's here, just because eventually, he'll come back and he can read this and just kind of show what he's missed out on, not saying that, they miss out, but like to show them like what you've been doing while he's been gone. I'm not a writer. I've never been a writer. And I finally started writing, and I quite enjoy it. So get a notebook, get a pen, paper, just start writing it down. It'll definitely show them what you've been up to while they've been gone at basic training. Another thing, pictures. Take lots of pictures. I take pictures now, and I'm gonna show him everything that I've been doing. For instance, our dog, he misses him dearly. And so he sits there and looks out the window of our apartment waiting for him and waiting to hear his truck come down the drive into our apartment complex. But, sadly, it's gonna be a while before that happens. Me and my niece, we go to the park, and, I just wanna show him that. Our dog with our nephew, Trip, it's amazing, what happens when he's gone. But just like take pictures of everything, like the day I cleaned our fish tank, it was just kind of funny because our fish tank had gotten so dirty, and I just decided to clean it, and I just want to show my husband when he comes back like how clean it was, because it's already turning green again, so I'm gonna have to do something. But just take pictures, of everything. Our cat on top of our counter, our cabinets. Like, our cat has gone crazy after I got him his line cut at the groomers. But he just like jumps up on top of the fridge now, and then on top of the cabinets, and sits up there and lays there. Our fish tank is like right down here at the bottom, and he will literally like look down over the top of them and just watch them. So it's kind of funny that he does that. But take pictures, just show him what you did and how you've been since he's been gone. Another thing, write letters. Seriously, take out a piece of paper, grab a pen, write it. You will eventually get your letter from your significant other, and you literally can just start writing Write letters before you even have an address to send it back to. Just start writing letters. I've sent maybe 5 or 6 letters. You know, it is hard because I do work a partially full-time job. I work about 30 to 35 hours a week. So when I get the chance to, I write to him just to let him know what's going on. I try to be positive, just let him know, you know, I am sad, and, you know, some days are harder than others. But just let them know, like, how you're doing and what you're doing while he's gone. And then be upbeat, be positive, be his cheerleader. Let him know that you are so proud of him, and that, you know, every day you're thinking of him, and that you just want him to do his best while he's there, because eventually he will be through basic training, and we will eventually go to A school, and then we move on with our life and go to bases and be stationed. So you'll eventually get back to where you're back together. But for right now, the small separation is nothing compared to when you get that reunion to see them again. I also have postcards. You can get this offline. I don't think they sell very many of these anymore because it took it a while to get here, but they're so cool. Like, my husband has already wrote me a letter to tell me that he absolutely loves these Where's Waldo postcards. You know, just something simple, just, you know, to give him something to look at. You know, just something interesting. You know, these things have been really cool, and I love just being able to send them out, you know, all the letters, you know, with these postcards and whatnot. You know, you just write him something, you know, just to tell him what you're doing, like tell him your day's going great, that you miss him. Just be positive in what you're writing. Another thing I am doing is my mother bought me this box. This is really cool. I feel like based on your branch of service, you will kind of anchor towards that branch. So I feel a lot of nautical things in my future coming. It's just really cute, just a box. And, you know, when I get letters, I put them in here. For instance, you know, I've already got a couple in there from him, and then everything. But it's just nice because I'm going to start saving everything that we get, and then eventually he will be able to put his letters in here that I have sent to him. I actually need to go check my mail, so let's go for a walk.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Okay, so I took a moment to sit down to open up my letter that I got today, and just kind of read it. It's nothing long, nothing crazy, just a short little letter that he sent me for this week. He actually is going to be performing in the band during the Pass and Review. He will be performing on the 13th, 20th, and 27th. So there are live feeds of each graduation each week, and I look forward to tomorrow because I'll get to see my husband, who I haven't seen in 6 weeks. So he was just kind of telling me about what's going on, said that everything's going great, and then, you know, talking about his PFA, where he has one more to go that he has to do to pass. If you don't know, PFA stands for Physical Fitness Assessment. So he's doing great so far. Just 2 more weeks, and he will be done with boot camp. So there was that. Anyway, just a couple more things that I suggest for you to help cope is to just find yourself a hobby. Do something, anything really, something that you've aspired to do and just haven't had the chance to because you got in a relationship, got married, you know, and you guys spend a lot of time together when you're together. But just like now that he's gone, find yourself that thing that you have aspired to do and go for it. If you want to start working out, go for it. I actually am doing a workout program. I don't work out every day, but I really do try to get my workout in, but it's kind of hard working and just life in general just gets in the way. But you got to make that effort to put yourself out there and do a workout if that's something you want to do. I love to paint. Pick up a painting hobby. Find a place where you can actually go do different crafts, like modeling, clay, doing like the spin table, stuff like that. Just anything. If you've been interested in something, take this chance while you're alone to do something. I do know that me and my husband both have a lot of shirts from college, and eventually when I get the chance and time, I am going to sit down and make t-shirt quilts. It's just a fact of finding that time, finding the right template and stuff to look at to actually be able to start that project for me. Another thing besides hobbies that you could do is find friends that are around, make new friends if it has to be, but get yourself out there. Don't be alone. Don't sit in your house, apartment by yourself. Don't make yourself depressed. Like, put yourself out there, find a new friend, you know, call your friends from your home, you know, if you're back home, you know, get them to take you out, like, or just tell them, hey, let's go out, let's go bowling, or, you know, something like that. Just get yourself out there with your friends. If not your friends, your family. Family means a lot to me, which makes this really hard because in this process of me going into being a military wife, it is going to be really hard because I base a lot of my actions on my family because they've just been there for me this whole time, and I just need that family connection to help me. I know I will be away and far away sometimes, but I know I'm always going to have my family's always going to be there for me through this whole process. It does just make it harder in the long run because I know eventually I will be moving away from where I'm at now, where I am close to my family. But for now, be with your family. Make this time of you being here alone with your family, with your friends. Don't keep yourself cooped up, because if you do, it just makes it that much harder. And you just have to kind of move on with your life and what you aspire to do while he's gone and away. You know, just be positive. You know, stay busy. You know, just do you. You do you. You know, take this chance to be you. Learn more about yourself, express yourself, and just kind of go with it. Just know that from the first day that he leaves, he is going to be one day closer to being back with him again. So always have that in the back of your mind, because it is going to be hard, and they do miss a lot. You know, for instance, the past 2 months that he's been gone, he's missed St. Patty's Day, he's missed Easter, he's missed the birth of a new baby in our family. He's missed the announcement of another niece and nephew for us. Like, he has missed a lot, but I'm gonna tell him about it in my writing, in my letters, and then in pictures and all that good stuff. So just keep up with what is going on day to day in your life. That way, when you do get back with him, you can tell him all this. Just be sure that in your letters, you keep him in the loop of everything. Show him what he is missing out on. Tell him everything from what's going on in your life, just because they don't get a lot of outside interactions with other people, except for those that are there with him in his basic training. He did tell me that they get like no outside time, so like they don't see a lot of the trees, they don't see the sun. Like, they put them in this building where they are like enclosed and like have no communication with the outside world. So just send them these letters, because it does cheer them up. It makes them hopeful. It gives them that strength to like pursue and keep on going to get to the end of training. Just be positive. Always cheer them on. Like, make it a tireless thing on yourself, but just be positive. Positive is what gets them through it, gets them home, like makes them want to keep going, because they know that they've got that person back home waiting, you know, other than family, you know, your significant other. Like, that's what you're there for, is just to boost their spirits while they're gone. And that's just some of the things that they look forward to. So that is basically kind of what I just wanted to talk to you about today. Just know that there are other women out there, other people out there that are in the same situation as you are, as I am today. I'm going through this with my husband being gone at basic training. I look forward to my reunion in 2 weeks. But just be positive. Get out there. Show the world who you are. Get out there on these beautiful days that this world has given us, and just go get it. You know, take your dog for a walk, or, you know, if you don't have a dog, you know, go visit your family. You know, they're there. That's what they're there for. But I just thought this would be a great video for you guys. If you guys have any questions, I'm trying to do a lot of research myself on what it is like to be a significant other joining the military, and just kind of what happens day to day. Learning a lot, and I will teach you guys about it as I learn it. But for now, I want to say thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.